My Lords, I want to briefly welcome the government amendment in this group. What we're seeing is regulations catching up with financial innovation. As ever, it seems the regulators being forced to chase after advances that are screaming into the future with very potentially disturbing results. But what I wanted to chiefly speak on was the Amendment 35 in enabling the Lord Holmes of Richmond, and just offer my support for it, or at least certainly the principles of it. What we're talking about here, as the Noble Lord himself said, is innovation, but innovation that is actually for the common good, innovation that works for people, and particularly innovation that works for the most vulnerable in our society. And the figures really are deeply shocking. Estimates of 1 million unbanked people, 8 million people with debt problems, 9 million people with no access to mainstream credit. And one of the things that I think is inadequately recognised in that is the poverty premium, the fact that not having a bank account, not having access to mainstream credit means much higher costs, everything from utility bills to borrowing, and very well documented impacts on health and well-being. So this seems like an apt time to ask the government whether it has given further consideration to the recommendation from the Select Committee on Financial Exclusion, which reported in March 2017, which called for a minister responsible for financial exclusion. Is this something that the government is really going to focus on through the purposes of this, through the means of this bill? You know, if, as the noble Lady Baroness Noakes has concerns about the structure of this, I think the intentions of the noble Lord Holmes are very clear. So, is the government taking action? Thank you, my lords.